today is about using PayPal safely. PayPal might be a new app for some. It's certainly something that I haven't used before. But, of course, I'm a minor, so I can't use it. So we'll all be learning something new today. Today we'll learn what PayPal is and how it works. We will also go through how to set it up for your account, use it for payments, and stay safe while using it. So, table of contents. Our order is first learning what PayPal is, then setting up an account, then using PayPal for payments, security features, common scams, and safety tips. So, first of all, what is PayPal? PayPal is a digital payment service that allows you to send and receive money online. It helps protect your financial information when making purchases because you can shop without sending your card details directly to them. PayPal is most used on phones and computers. So, a quick brief history of PayPal. It was founded in 1998 and it was used for online payments between individuals, sort of like what we use Zelle for today, right? It became popular with online shopping and is now used worldwide for payments and money transfers. Um, Again, like I said, it quickly became very popular for online shopping and is very trusted as a digital service today. So, why use PayPal? Here are some of the benefits of using PayPal. Number one, it's safer than sharing card details. It's easy to use, set up. It's also widely accepted, and it also has fast transactions. Many people use PayPal because it adds an extra layer of security when shopping online. It makes sending money simple and quick. For example, let me just highlight the difference, right? If you don't use PayPal, you have to give them your card information directly. But if you do use PayPal, you sort of have that protection layer where PayPal knows your card information, but it won't hand it directly to the other side. How do you create a PayPal account? First, go to the PayPal website or app. Click sign up, enter your email and password, add personal details, and confirm your email. Creating a PayPal account, at least compared to other digital services, is very simple and only takes a few minutes. You will need an email address and basic personal info, which hopefully all of you have already. So if you have those, then it should be a breeze, honestly. Then you have to link your payment method. So, for example, the purpose of PayPal is to pay for things, right? So you need to give them your card. I believe it can be a debit or credit card, and this is needed to send money over. Um, this makes sure that PayPal can make purchases on your behalf. So whenever you click the purchase button, you can say pay with PayPal, and PayPal takes the money from your card and then sends it over, rather than you having to directly do that. So again, set this up. Card information should be on your card, as you know. So just get that card. Should take only a few minutes if you want to do this. But how do you send money? You can log into PayPal, click send, enter an email or phone number, enter amount, confirm, and send. And I noticed personally, but if you're digitally shopping, right? Let's say you're on Amazon and you want to buy something. Sometimes there's also an option to pay with PayPal. So you can click that, and that should be easier in case you're not trying to send, but you're actually trying to buy a product, for example. Again, always double check the recipient before sending. You don't want to send money to a random person. How do you receive money? So if someone sent money to you and you know that, share your email or username, and the money goes into your account. You can also transfer it to your bank if needed. To receive money, simply give the sender your PayPal email, and the money will appear in your account. So it's really quick and easy. Honestly, I don't think there's any steps needed if you're the recipient. Only if you're the sender, you have to, of course, check and send the money. So using paper for shopping. Like I said, select PayPal at checkout. You can log into your account, confirm payment, and no need to enter card details, which is really helpful in saving time. You can, again, like I said, you can pay online without entering card details, which adds extra security. And like it shows in the image on the, at least for me, it's the right side. You do have an option to pay later, or you have the PayPal option up at the top. So you can just click that button and it'll do the work for you. What is buyer protection? This is an important concept to understand. Buyer protection helps with refunds, covers eligible purchases, and protects against fraud. Now, the good thing is PayPal offers buyer protection, which can help you get your money back if something goes wrong with the purchase. Think of it as like maybe insurance for your money, right? If you send your money to the wrong person, if there's some fraud involved, someone hacks into your PayPal account, then you can still get your money back. So you're sort of insured in that way. Here are some of the features that PayPal has. First, encryption. This basically scrambles the data so only the sender and the recipient can get the data. Fraud monitoring, two-factor authentication, and account alerts. PayPal also includes several security steps that help protect your account and detect suspicious activity. So pretty much all online applications is a balance between security and ease of use, right? So I feel like PayPal at least makes it pretty easy to use, but there are also steps to protect your security and protect confidentiality, which is really important. What is a PayPal scam? Fake emails or messages or requests for personal info. It can also be fake payment confirmations. Scammers may try to trick you into giving away your information by pretending to be PayPal. So as you know, you give your card to PayPal, right? So scammer can pretend to be PayPal. I know it's not great news, but at least if you know the methods to detect this, then it's probably easy to tell if it's a scammer or not. Usually they have urgent messages, fake links, everything that you expect from scam emails, right? Always be cautious of emails that ask you to click links or provide personal info. PayPal won't ask you to provide sensitive details in this way through email. Yeah, I don't think they'll even call you for that sensitive info. They'll probably have a page for you to enter that info rather than sending it to you. How do you spot a scam? Poor spelling or grammar, suspicious links, unexpected requests, and pressure to act quickly. They do create urgency, these scammers, and taking a moment to check all the details, checking the email, confirming everything's right, maybe even calling PayPal support could help you stay out of fraud. What do you do if you see a scam? Don't click any links, don't respond, and report it to PayPal. Could be an option. Again, I haven't used the service, but there should be an option to report. You can also call their customer service if you think something's a scam. Also, delete the message. Do screenshot the message though before you delete it. That's a mistake that a lot of people make. You do want to have a copy of maybe evidence of the screenshot of the message, but after that, delete the message. Don't interact with it at all. And if something seems suspicious, it's best to ignore and report it. This helps keep your account safe. So here are safe login tips. Use strong passwords. Enable two-step verification. Log out on shared devices. Protecting your info is very important to keep your account secure. So here are some common mistakes to avoid. For sending message money to the wrong person, luckily, I know this is an honest mistake. This is not like fraudulent or anything. But luckily, if you just double check your recipient every time, then hopefully you don't make this mistake. Also, falling for fake emails, and we talked about the tips to address those. Again, check the tag, check the message, the contents. If it looks suspicious, it probably is. Also, do check transactions. Not checking your transactions, maybe a scammer logged into your account. Maybe they took money and PayPal didn't detect it as a scammer. Right? Check your transactions so you can report it as early as possible. What to do if you made a mistake or fell for a scam? So, like I said, these are the examples. Do act quickly to reduce the impact. It's important to take the right steps. First of all, screenshot and contact support. Those are the pretty basic things I can say. I don't think law enforcement is required unless it's a large amount of money or if PayPal can't fix it. But there are steps that you can take to mitigate any risk. If you send money to the wrong person, first check if the payment is still pending. If possible, you can also contact the person and request a refund. You can also contact PayPal for help. And I'm hoping most people, if you send it to them on accident, they'll probably be kind and send that money back to you. If you clicked a fake link or shared info, act quickly by changing your password and securing your account. Always report the scam to PayPal so they can help protect others. Regularly check your transactions. This can help you catch problems early. If you notice unusual activity, report it right away and turn on notifications to stay informed. PayPal also does send you notifications, by the way. So if they detect suspicious activity that you don't see, then hopefully you get a notification on your phone or whatever device you're using. Fees and costs. Free for most personal payments, PayPal will not take your money, but there are fees incurred for business transactions, also currency conversion fees, which can be high. Most basic PayPal use is free, but there may be fees depending on how you use the service. Um, Unless you're sending a really large amount of money, honestly, the fees shouldn't be that significant. They usually maybe like 2 to 4% at max for business transaction. Which, if you're sending like a few dollars, then it shouldn't be that big of a problem. If you are sending a large amount, though, maybe see if there's more efficient ways to do it so you can save the money. First, when to use PayPal. Online shopping, sending money to friends, and paying for services. So, like we talked about in the beginning of the presentation, you can shop online with it. You get that button sometimes pop up. You can also send money to people and pay for things. PayPal is useful for many situations, especially when you want a safer way to send or receive money online. We already talked about the pros and cons of PayPal, but I'm going to just say them again. This is a different slide. Pros: easy to use, secure payments, and widely accepted. The main cons of PayPal, which I don't think we talked about, possible fees. Scams exist, of course. It requires an account setup. Um, just remember there are fees. It's not always free, even if it is for personal use. There are situations where maybe PayPal is going to take a cut. So just be aware of that. It's honestly a trade off if you do that based on how big the amount is. But PayPal is really popular, and I would recommend it just because it's simple, fast, and also provides added security. So here are the key takeaways from our presentation. PayPal is safe most of the times, but always verify before sending money, watch for scams, and use the security features like two-factor authentication, for example, if they provide it. Using PayPal safely comes down to being careful, verifying info, and using the built-in security. Or please go to the website cyberseniors.org or call the number on the screen to register for a one-on-one phone session. We also host weekly tech drop-ins from 2 to 3 p.m. on Thursdays. Thank you.
Thank